It is time
Oh,
for
God.
the final trade of the night.
Oh, no.
Indiana Pacers get George Hill, Serge Ibaka, Jordan Nwora, and 3 second-round picks and cash considerations.
You're
Plan
funny.
the parade. Plan the parade.
You're funny, man. You're hilarious.
As-
Honestly, what did you think of that joke, man? Did you get Dollar General?
So the George Hill backpack attack is back.
Dollar Tree.
Pacers
More of
fans
a
are
Dollar
going to
Tree
be,
guy, you seem like.
and I've heard a rumor that he's going back to blonde George Hill. And so let's bring a time machine out, right?
We need a time machine because we need to get you to 50-cent stores somehow.
So bear with me here. So we bring back Paul George. We bring back Lance Stevenson. We bring back Roy Hibbert. George Hill. Listen. George Hill, Lance Stevenson, Paul George, Serge Ibaka, Roy Hibbert. That is the best defensive team of 2013. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're still losing in the second round to LeBron.
No, I don't think so. Not with that team.
Oh my God.
That defense is too good, especially now. LeBron's old. So Milwaukee gets Jay Crowder. Hold on, I need to take a deep breath.
Uh-huh.
Brooklyn Nets get Mikal Bridges,
Yep.
Cam Johnson,
Yep.
Juan Pablo Valette, 4 first-round picks, 1 first-round pick, swap, 2 second-round picks.
So the 4 first-round picks are in 2023, 2025, 2027, and 2029, which is apparently selling the farm to Rehn, so they just sold the farm, and a pick swap in 2028. So tell me why that 2029 first is the most valuable thing in that deal.
It's not. But we'll get to that. We will get back to this when we get through the teams. Let me finish. Phoenix Suns
bought at Gringotts.
Phoenix Suns get Kevin Durant, TJ Warren. So this is a solid trade all around. So Brooklyn has turned their franchise around pretty quickly here with assets.
What, into a dumpster?
What? So Cam Johnson's a solid NBA player. Mikal Bridges is a good NBA player. They have a war chest that rivals Danny Ainge's. They still have
this guy.
How many picks did they get for Kyrie?
One.
So they got 1 from Kyrie.
They got one.
Well, they got 1 from Kyrie. They got 4 they got 4 from this trade.
And a pick swap.
They got where was the other one? How much did they get from the Harden trade?
How much did they get from the Harden trade?
Yeah, because they got Ben Simmons and...
Isn't it 3? Isn't it 3 or 4? Yeah.
It's 3. So, and then they still have Ben Simmons. Like, yes, Ben Simmons' value could not possibly be any lower. There is potential it goes up.
He'll be gone in the offseason.
I don't think so. Because there's no reason for him to be gone. Like, you don't sell low. We know how talented Ben can be as a stat getter. If he gets back to that, you have another asset to trade.
Throw the assets down the drain with Ben Simmons. So
they have a decent chest here to rebuild their team pretty quickly. I don't have any concerns there. I think that is a solid trade. Keep in mind, I have been saying since week 1 of this podcast that there's something wrong with the Brooklyn Nets and they needed to blow it up, and they finally did. Yeah. So I'm going to take a second. This is my victory lap. I was right. God. I knew this was going to happen because at the end of the day, This is Kyrie Irving. This is the teams Kyrie Irving goes to. Kyrie Irving is the Russell Westbrook of team chemistry. Put that on a t-shirt. Put that on a t-shirt. Look, that's why James Harden wanted out of Brooklyn. That's why this super team experiment failed. Kevin Durant is a yes man. Let's be real. He wants to be the villain so bad that he tries to form super teams because he was sick of being the nice guy. Remember that era of Kevin Durant? But James Harden requested out because of Kyrie.
Yeah.
So that's how that is.
That's just how that is. That's just the
how
way it is.
That is how it be. That is how it be.
Some things will never change. Dun, 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 dun. It's the way it is.
But for the Phoenix Suns, look, when Devin Booker becomes your second best player, you're in a good spot. Chris Paul is not the bucket getter he was early in his career. He's not the defender he was early in his career. He still has the vision, and now he has two of the best scorers in the NBA around him.
Yep.
Look, you could make an argument that the Phoenix Suns have the best team in the West. You can make that argument. Now, granted, you have a conference that has the Denver Nuggets. You've got the Golden State Warriors. You've got LeBron. You've got the Clippers. Like, there's a lot of really talented teams in the West, but an argument can be made that the Phoenix Suns are a better team. They lose a lot. Cam Johnson was a great player for them. Mikal Bridges was a key player for them.
Yeah.
But Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant at the end of the day.
I think the Grizzlies have the best team.
You're wrong. I'm not gonna spend the time telling you why you're wrong, but you're wrong.
So, what is failing to the Phoenix Suns now?
So at this point, I think that they are on. So you played Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask game.
I haven't played Legend of Zelda ever.
That's weird.
Same.
So in Majora's Mask, you get teleported to this alternate dimension, and there's a moon falling out of the sky, and throughout the 3 days you're given.
He likes that one because he probably teleported to a year that the Pacers beat LeBron. It just took him a while. Go on.
So on the third day, you're on the dawn of the final day, and there's a countdown in the corner, and the earth is shaking, and like you are on the last stretch, and you have to make something happen. Otherwise, the moon is going to crash into the planet and kill everybody.
Well, it really sounds
That's
like
the
you
Phoenix
just
Suns.
described a Pacers championship. But what's the Phoenix Suns? That is?
I don't understand how having Tyrese Halliburton and Benedict Mathurin is correlated at all to dawn of the final day, because both of them are young. The point I'm making is Kevin Durant is not getting any younger. Chris Paul is definitely not getting any younger. And there's a time limit to this. And I'm concerned that if they don't make it work. Now, granted, we have the rumors that Kyrie Irving is going to Phoenix.
How?
Because he's a free agent.
Where are the Phoenix Suns getting the money?
Chris Paul is coming off the book.
Okay.
So, like, let's stop. Timeout. Let's rewind here. So let's go back to 2016 or 2015.
Here we go again.
If I told you the Golden State Warriors were going to get Kevin Durant, you would say, where are they getting the money? These teams are going to get the money. Like, that's not a question. If they want,
no, I wouldn't. They had Steph Curry on a ridiculously cheap deal for his talent. they still hadn't paid Draymond or Clay. Like, no, I wouldn't question that. They now have Kevin Durant on a max deal. They have Chris Paul's coming off the books. They got rid of Mikal Bridges. They have DeAndre Ayton on a high deal. I don't know. That's just me.
Let me pull up their cap table. It's taking forever.
Take the math.
Spot track is horrible. So in 2023-2024, so next season,
Yep.
they have.
Bren realizing I'm right.
No, I'm trying to figure out why it doesn't show me the
money they don't have. Not
no,
there.
It's showing Chris Paul. So it's showing Chris Paul is non-guaranteed. So here's the thing: they only have 4 guaranteed contracts next season.
And I'm sure all of them are in like 20 million plus range too.
3 of them are.
Yeah.
Which is Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton.
So where's the money coming from, Rehn?
Right there. It's literally right there.
Right there? All right.
Like the money is already there. It's just they'll be in the Lakers boat of no depth.
All right. Good luck with that one.
But yes, they're on a final countdown timeline because this team is not getting younger. The West is getting better. If they're not going to do it this year, I don't think this team is going to do it. And that leads the question, well, where do you go from here? Right?
The basement.
You are just a pessimist about like every team except the Cavs, and it is hilarious. You are like the definition of a homer. Because like you will make snarky comments about every team. Like I eventually want to make like a highlight reel of all the times Angelo trash talks every team. And there's going to be a trend where he never says a single bad thing about the Cavaliers ever. Like he is the homer of all homers. He is Stephen A. Smith when it comes to LeBron James. Like just there's nothing wrong ever. Like there could be a video of LeBron James in a Cavs jersey kicking a puppy, and this man would, to your face, tell you the puppy deserves it.
Puppy's fault.
It's a puppy's fault. It's not LeBron's fault. LeBron doesn't do anything.
He had it coming to him. He coming. Puppy had it coming.
So that's a long way of saying like I like this for the Suns. I really do like it for the Brooklyn Nets because, again, as someone who saw the writing on the walls during the offseason, they turned this around into a decent pool of assets. I still
not
am high
rivaling
on
Danny Ainge. But
it's the closest thing to Danny Ainge without being Danny Ainge.
wrong. Thunder.
I like Mikal Bridges and I like Cam Johnson. So I don't have an issue with this from the perspective of the Brooklyn Nets. Milwaukee Bucks, the rich get richer. Jay Crowder is, if you have him as your 4th option, sure, fine. He's a good rebounder.
Type
good
player.
Scorer. Yeah.
He's
From the Pacers, like
Man.
Pacers were just the 4th team to make the cap work out because otherwise all this cap is going to waste. Jordan Nwora, it's a flyer. Probably not going to be anything, but the Pacers in recent years have taken scraps from other teams, and Rick Carlisle is pretty decent at finding what makes them tick and putting them in roles where they can succeed. And Neesmith, Andrew Nembhard, obviously. George
Yeah.
Hill, Serge Ibaka are just add-ons. Sure, whatever. They don't really fit on this team. I'm sure Carlisle's going to play them because he likes playing veterans, but for the Pacers, it's a T. It's not a bad trade. It's not a good trade. It's just a trade. I think the Nets and the Suns, I'm comfortable giving them both an A-. Bucks, honestly, the Bucks get an A+ because they really didn't give up much, and they got their guy.
Yeah, generally.
So, do you have any closing thoughts on the Kevin Durant saga trade?
I am still, and this is crazy because this has been days since this trade has been released. I am still conflicted on how I feel about this deal and whether I think it's really going to move the needle for the Suns at all. I don't know.
We're in complete disagreement there. I think this moves the needle in a very positive way.
I don't know about that.
Second round exit.
I just don't see how, because is Kevin Durant one of the best players in the NBA today?
Yes.
Absolutely he is. You're adding him to a team that is already super talented.
It is.
There's going to be a step back defensively, yes.
Yep.
But the scoring,
Less bodies to throw at people.
this will probably be the number one offense in the NBA by the end of the season.
Yeah.
So,
is DeAndre engaged?
Probably. He'll probably be more engaged, and he'll probably also be more open, honestly.
Maybe.
And again, he's going from being the second option, third option, depending on Chris Paul's night, to the fourth or fifth option.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Is he going to be happy about that?
He's going to be winning. And
Yeah.
he's still going to be getting a lot of looks because Kevin Durant's going to draw a lot of double teams. Devin Booker is going to draw a lot of double teams.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So I'm going to, in full disclosure, I think the Western Conference is competing for who gets to lose to the team from the Eastern Conference. So I don't think it really matters. I think they are trying to get to the finals, and I think that is the ceiling for most of the teams in the West right now. Could they do an upset? Yes, but the Cavs, the Celtics, the Sixers to a lesser extent, they're better than the teams in the West.
So
Bucks.
here's why I'm
Bucks.
so conflicted. So, okay. I'm going to take this to an experience I had during bowling when I was, did that competitively, believe that or not. So, I had a high school friend, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we were on the high school team. And I had to miss a week or two for, I forgot what it was. It was for something to do with school. And in that week or two, he went on an absolute tear, and we ended up winning both games. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward to post high school, and we are now on a adult league team together. We have an absolutely terrible, and I mean terrible, first half. In the second half, we go on the most ridiculous tear. We are the hottest team going into the playoffs. We are the number one seed. And we get to the first round, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Dominate them. Absolutely demolish them. We get to the second round. Absolutely demolish them. We get to the finals. And I tell him and the other person who happened to be a stepdad that I'm bowling with, okay, I am the best bowler in this matchup. if you two hit your average, we are winning this finals. And do you know what happened? They didn't hit their averages. Do you know what would have happened if they did hit their averages?
You would have won.
We would have won that finals. So you have to understand. I don't know. I don't think the personalities mesh up. In this example, he didn't have the mindset to dominate an entire second half and cap it off. I don't think Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Ayton have the same mindset and the same goals to do it the whole way. I don't. That's my concern. It could it be a silly and wrong concern? Absolutely. But that's just my concern. I don't think the goal is the same, and I don't think the personalities are going to mesh well enough.
That's fair. Also, I think it's becoming a running tangent on this pod where Angelo corroborates basketball and bowling.
Absolutely.
It has become a trend.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, guys, if you are liking what we're doing here, or if you're even enjoying it enough to stick around this long through an episode, follow us on social medias. It's No Reserve Radio on any social platform. YouTube, we're also on there. You'll get a lot more highlights there. If this format where we sit and talk for an hour and a half, 2 hours isn't for you, check us out on YouTube because we're doing a lot more clips and short form videos, so you can just listen to little bits and pieces, sound bites, the highlight reel, if you will.
Yep.
So maybe that's more for you. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all those things. Let us know what you'd like to see from us, what you'd like to see us improve on, what you think we should take a step back on, whatever. Submit questions of the week, anything you really want. We like the connection, I guess. What word am I trying to say? What is the engagement? That's the one.
I thought you were going to try and say Rehn Palinka, honestly. That's the word you should have said.
Palinka. We're enjoying what we're doing.